Okay, folks, I just wanted to come to you real quick here. This is Wednesday, and this is the day that I'm going to post this video. I feel better than I did yesterday. The migraine day was yesterday. The reason I had a migraine is what I want to talk about. So, anyways, thanks for joining me today. Wherever you are coming from, wherever you're watching this at, whether you're on your couch, on your TV, on your tablet, your computer, phone, game system, thank you. However you're watching, thank you for spending this time with me, giving me the time of day. I do appreciate it. I really do. Okay, so my daughter was up to visit from Alabama, and her flight got canceled for Monday. Now, she's kind of got like a farmette, a little farm situation going on, and the animals needed taken care of, and there were a lot of reasons why she needed to get home. So her husband decided, well, I'm going to make the drive in this thing up there to get her. And I'm like, man, that's crazy. You're going to have to drive up here and go back. I'll get her so far, and then how about I just take her somewhere she could stay in a hotel and until he got there, and so on and so forth. So roughly about 3 hours away, cut 3 hours out of his trip, and I could get back in time before this like really generational weird storm hit. Yeah, that didn't work out. I got down there and it was like 70 degrees when I dropped her off. It was 65 degrees when I dropped her off at her hotel. And in Winchester, Virginia, as I was leaving, before I left town, I stopped at a WaWa, got gas, got something to eat for me. The little girls were with me. We got stuff to eat at a WaWa, stuff to drink, going to the bathroom. We spent like maybe 10-15 minutes in the WaWa. We walked out. It was, I'm not even kidding you, it was 49 degrees on my thermometer on my car. I was like, and it started to just sprinkle a little bit, so I knew it was coming. The wind was so vicious, it ripped the hat right off my head. Flew the whole way, not the whole way, but halfway across the parking lot. I went and got it. It was bad. It was bad. I had only been in a situation like that felt that one other time. I was driving to Florida, and I got in a tropical storm. This was worse. Way worse. I started making the way back to central Pennsylvania, and I could barely keep my car on the road. And it was very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Torrential rain. The wind was absolutely hurricane force winds. I don't know what they clocked them at, but I heard that we're talking like, up to 60, 70 mile per hour winds. It was like a little hurricane right inland there. It was really bad. I don't know, like it was tornado warnings and watches and all this kind of stuff the whole way. It was definitely like driving, from what I heard and from what I understand from people, it was like driving in a hurricane. And that was my experience for 3 hours. By the time I left that WaWa, 65 degrees walking into the WaWa, 49 degrees after 15 minutes walking out, and then the temperature just dropped and plummeted, kept plummeting for 3 hours until I got into Pennsylvania. I got past Harrisburg, Pennsylvania on my way home, and it turned freezing. The temperature was freezing. Now, fortunately, I got to that position in time. I'm about an hour away from Harrisburg. I got there in time that the roads weren't frozen, but it was starting to sleet, freezing rain. It got a little hairy, a little weird as the things transitioned. By the time I got home, it was roughly 9:30 at night. By the time I got home, it was snowing, and I was so worked up and stressed out from that trip, just barely being able to keep my car on the road. Cars were flying everywhere. Thank the Lord there was no wrecks along the way. I don't know how there wasn't. But anyways, as I'm driving to work, I look around and I see this, like snow all over the ground. Even after yesterday with a little bit of snow all over the ground. I have a problem with migraines. I am medicated for it. But I still get them. I used to get them like multiple times a month. Now I might get one every 3 months or so. And a lot of times it has me staying home from work. Like, I can't even function with these things. And that was yesterday. And by the time I started to feel better, it was too late to go to work, to be honest with you. So I didn't have a chance to make a video yesterday. I figured I'd do like a retro video from something I recorded many years ago, and that's what I did. Just a fun little video that I did, and again, amateurish. You can say all the things about it, or whatever you want to say about it. It's good, it's fine. But that's what I did. And so today, coming back to work, I'm going to be pretty busy. I got a lot of stuff to do. I probably won't even take a lunch. It's just going to be a challenging day. I got a lot of things to do after work. So my guess is I'm not going to be able to make much of a video today, the day of premiering a video. So I figured I'd show up here in the morning and just talk a little bit to all of you and give you an update and go from there, and talk a little bit about what happened with the storm and why, you know, the video was what it was yesterday. Maybe I'll be able to shoot something for tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But it's just become kind of a strange week, so bear with me. We'll be back to the normal schedule next week, and hopefully by the end of this week. And maybe we'll have something cool for the weekend. Still working on that. But in any case, I want to thank you again for just tuning in. I just wanted to drop this real quick and give a little bit of an explanation, and that's what this is all about. So almost at work, and I just figured, all right, good opportunity to do this. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for bearing with me again. Dreams, grass, churros.